हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, जमुना तीरा बनचारी, यमुना तीरा बनचारी, यमुना तीरा बनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, 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 जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतअभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत्य भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय। जमुना मई की जय। श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की जय। श्रीमती भक्ति देवी की जय। कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। तो वेलकम all of you devotees to Sri Radha Gopinath Mandir in the morning Srimad Bhagavatam class, and we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, Shlok Kramank 32. So please repeat after me. तामसो भूत सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा खम लिंगम आत्मनः। तामसो भूत सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा खम लिंगम आत्मनः। तामसो भूत्म सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा खम लिंगम आत्मनः। तास्मो भूत सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा खम लिंगम आत्मनः। तामसो भूत सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा खम लिंगम आत्मनः। तामसो भूत सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा कमलिंगम आत्मनः तामसो भूतम सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा कमलिंगम आत्मनः। माताजी, तामसो भूतम सूक्ष्म आदिर यथा कमलिंगम आत्मनः। Word to word meaning. Tamasah, from the modes of passion. Bhuta, Bhuta Sukshma Adihi, subtle sense object. Yatha, from which come the sky. Lingam, symbolic representation. Atmanaha, of the Supreme Soul. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The sky is the product of the sound, and sound is the transformation of egoistic passion. In other words, the sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. Purport. In the Vedic hymns, it is said, Etasmat Atmanah Akasat Sambhotah. The sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. Those who are egoistic in the fashion and ignorance cannot conceive of the personality of Godhead. For them, the sky is the symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. Hare Krishna. Here in this Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, Sloka 35, and title is Vidura's Talk with the Maitreya Muni. So Vidura's talk with Maitreya Muni, and I will take the opportunity for this, not going detail of the creation, what Maitreya Muni is speaking to the Vidura, but I will take the opportunity here to two devotees, Vidura and Maitreya Muni, coming together and discussing Hari Katha. Therefore, our theme is association of saintly person. The moment of the association of the saintly person. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Therefore, we will discussing only the association of saintly person and what happened with that association. And here, the Vidura, the great personality, as Srimad Bhagavatam mentioned, Vidura himself as the Yamaraj, and he came as the Vidura in the Krishna Leela to assist Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and his Leela. And therefore, we can understand the quality of the Viduras, the personality of Vidura. The Vidura himself, Yamaraj himself saying, कि स्वयंभू नारद शंभु कुमार कपिलो मनु प्रहलादो जन को भीष्म वलीर व्यास की वयम. So Yamaraj is saying to his follower Yamdutas, in this universe there are 12 personalities, there are 12 people, they know the Shastra in and out, they know the perfect, the science of the Vedic knowledge, the devotional service, in and out. And he is saying that in the 12, he is the one of them, Yamaraj. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned to the Arjuna, when Arjuna asking different questions to Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, and Krishna explaining how the different karma is there. When Arjuna asked detail, and Krishna says, Karmano Gahana Gati. Now I cannot describe its detail of karma, how the karma work. Therefore, there was one sage, Mandavya, and he has punished to push on the lenses. And when he was asked, and he asked the question to Yamaraj, why you are punishing? What was my offense? And his reply, Yamaraj's reply was, in the childhood, you just play with butterfly. In village, we can see the helicopter butterfly with the long tail, and children that catch the butterfly, tie at the knot with thread, are just playing. And he did. And by that karmic reaction, he was punished. And he was become so angry. In the childhood, I did something, or you are punishing, therefore I will curse you. I am cursing you, you should become a Sudra. Therefore, Yamaraj, in Krishna Leela, Yamaraj appear in the form of the Sudra as Vidura. Vidura is none other than the Yamaraj 12 Mahajan, one of the Mahajan. He knows the science of devotional service, material and spiritual both, how the material work, how the devotional service work. He knows everything in and out. Because of the curse, he came as the Vidura, and in the Mahabharata war, when Mahabharata war declared, and he took the opportunity not to fight and visit the pilgrimage, and he went to the Prabhas Kshetra, and he went to Haridwar, and there he met Maitreya Muni, Uddhava and Maitreya Muni. He first met Uddhava and then Maitreya Muni. And Maitreya Muni said to Vidura, while going back to his abode, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, remembering you. Think about while going, and the Pradhan Mantri comes here, and while going, he remembers some person, the name, the person becomes jubilant. Yes, he was remembering me. Here the master of the universe, controller of the universe, cause of all causes, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. When he's going back home, his abode, Goloka, he remembered Vidura. And Maitreya said, Krishna was remembering you. And that time, Vidura, overwhelmed with affection of the love of Sri Krishna, how Krishna loved his devotees, and remember. And that time Vidura inquired about, please tell me about the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and taking the opportunity that Maitreya Muni describing whole creation system, how the Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna is all cause of this material world. He is the cause of this material world and spiritual world. And I just taking the opportunity because two devotees are speaking, doing Hari Katha. One is doing Hari Katha and one is listening. And they both are enjoying hearing and talking about Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One time, his only Radha Swami Maharaj and his most dear friend Shyam Prabhu was sitting bank of the rivers, and one from the Vrindavan, one from the here, and both they sitting and together the bank of the Ganges, And Shyam Prabhu is glorifying, he was telling the story, narrating the story of Krishna Leela. And his Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj narrating the stories of Chaitanya Leela. The both devotees sitting together on the bank of the Ganges and discussing the Katha Sri Krishna. One is speaking about Krishna's pastime and other is speaking about Gaur Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, and in this way they are both spending each time to discussing Krishna Katha. These are the glories of the sadhus. Therefore, Krishna loves his devotee, sadhus, saintly person. Therefore, Shastra mention each moment of the human life is our human life is very, very precious, very, very important. There are many, many life in this planet, earthly planet, in the Brahmanda. Among the human life is very, very precious. And if you analyze, the Shastra also means, and Chanakya Pandit also says, rising the sun and setting the sun, we are slowly, slowly going closer to death. Every moment of our life, we are going slowly, slowly closer to death. Then what we are doing? What we are doing? We are utilizing that moment to going toward Krishna, or just spending time and going toward the death. Therefore, devotee gave the example. There was a drunkard. He whole day just regular dose was just booze heavily and spent time doing nothing and sitting alone and in the drunken state. He was not doing anything. The friend gives suggestion. Dear friend, do something for your livelihood. You should do work. And his reply was, कि luck will strike one day on me. मैं कि भाग्य के भरोसे बैठा हूँ, मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा. Luck will strike, and it is said, so happened that one day in the evening, and on his doorstep, somebody knocked twice, opened the door, and he asked, who is it? And sound came from the outside, answer came, I am Luck, please open the door. And the person, drunken person said, no, I can't open, get out. You are not my Luck. Then he said, why I am not your Luck? And he said, drunken person said, Luck will come only one. He will tap, he will knock only once, not twice. You tap me on twice, therefore you are not my Luck. Therefore, devotee said, the moral of this small story is, in our life, in this condition, state of condition, in our life, in situation, many times we get the chance to associate with the saintly person, or the devotee. But we are deluded by the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we don't realize the values of that saintly person or that devotee. And therefore, we lose the opportunity to serve the devotee or to glorify that devotee. In our life, we may get so many chances, so many times, but illusory energy of material nature, Krishna's, we cannot. We just forget. Therefore, in third canto itself, Mother Dehuti, He's saying, Saham Bhagavato Nunam Vanchita Maya Drinam Yat Twam Vimukti Padam Prapya Na Mumukcheya Bandhana. The Mother Devotee, he is saying, my dear Lord, surely I have been cheated by your insurmountable material energy, and because Devotee, Mother Devotee is saying, I got the opportunity to association of the great saintly person Kardam Muni and great devotee, the son like Kapil Muni. Still I want material desire. Still I have material desire. And he is, therefore, the chapter name is Devotee's Lamentation. He is lamenting. Therefore, Chanakya Pandit also said, in our life, whatever opportunity we loses, we cannot purchase the time. Whatever time passes, we cannot purchase the time paying so much amount of the gold or diamond. Time is gone, gone. We cannot purchase that time. Therefore, devotees should be always alert about how to engage, how to utilize our moment, every moment on our life. Working and hearing and chanting. Therefore, in that purport, Devotee's Lamentation, in purport, Srila Prabhupada write three things. The Prabhupada saying that first opportunity is the human form of the life. We got the first opportunity. The human form of life is our first opportunity. Very, very rare. This human form of life is the only causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only causeless mercy. Very, very. And second is saying, that taking birth in the suitable family where is cultivation of the spiritual knowledge going on. And that become very, very rare. We cannot get the opportunity, second opportunity. And third opportunity is saying, Sri Prabhupada, the greatest opportunity in our life is to have the association of the saintly person. The first opportunity to human form of life is the causeless mercy of the God. Second is very rare, having the birth, to taking birth in pious family. But here the third opportunity is very, very important in the life of the human jivas, the association. The association of the saintly person. And here, the association with the materialistic person lead one to the bondage, and association of the saintly person, devotee, lead to the liberation. And here, in that purport, Srila Prabhupada write, the example, Srila Prabhupada gave the example of the fire. If once someone touches the fire, knowingly or unknowingly, fire will burn. If you touch the fire, knowingly or unknowingly, fire will burn. And here, the example, Shastra gave many, many examples about association of saintly person, and changes happen and in that person. And Chaitanya Charitamrita describes the story of the Mrigari and also a story of the Dhruva Maharaj. And we will focus the three stories about, and a story of Valmiki Muni, writer of Ramayana. The Mrigari, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita mentioned, Prabhupada also mentioned that Mrigari, story of the Mrigari. The Mrigari was the hunter. He is in forest. He was just hunting and killing so many animals. He just not killing the animals, but he is killing them half. Taking his bow and arrow, piercing their body with arrows, and watching when the soul, the animal dying, crying in pain, and that pain make the Mrigari happy. He is enjoying seeing the painful situation of the animals. And Narada Muni appeared there, and Narada Muni said, what are you doing? If you want to kill them, kill fully. Don't kill them half. You should kill fully. And moment the person, Mrigahari, realize this saintly person saying to kill them, don't kill half, kill them fully. And moment of association, that moment, that realization happened in mind of Mrigahari. Therefore, in the 11th canto also, the commentary of 11th canto, Jiva Goswami mentioned that realization comes not automatically, but realization will come when the person will associate with the saintly person and devotee. Automatically, realization be other way. Realization, the person will not realize in the whole life. The association of the devotees, realization come, and he realized his mistake, and he said, "What to do now?" And Narada Muni just instructed him, "Just throw your bow and arrow." And he said, "What about my livelihood? What will I eat? Who will provide me?" All this question, answer given by Narada Muni, and faith of the saintly person, he just broke his bow, broke the arrows, saved his head, and Narada Muni gave the mantras, is chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Narada Muni gave the mantra and said, you just save the head, put the tilak, and chant the holy name, and in this way, and people will come to see you, and they will provide all the things. And he just followed the instruction of the Sri Narada Muni, his spiritual master, the saintly person. He saved head and put the tilak, or just sit and start the chanting. And the news spread around the village. All the villagers came that hunter become the devotee, hunter become devotee, hunter become devotee. And everyone want how the hunter, the killer, become the devotee. The people want to see him. And everyone just coming to see him and understanding now he become the devotee. Many people just bringing something to give him, offer him. Somebody bringing fruit, somebody flower, something is giving to him. And in this way, he was doing his bhakti, chanting on the holy name, and his need, whatever we require, people are just providing. And the moment of the association, that Mrigahari became great saints. This is the association of great saintly person. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also mentioned, in the second chapter itself, Krishna mentioning, कि भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रसक्ता नाम त्वया अपृत चेतसाम व्यवसायिका बुद्धि समाधान विधीयते. So Krishna is saying, in the mind of those who are too attached the sense enjoyment and material opulences, to attach for sense enjoyment and material attachment, even There is the 4 ashram, brahmacharya ashram, grihastha ashram, vanaprastha ashram, sannyas ashram. Following the rules and regulation of the ashram is the brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. Attached for sense enjoyment and attachment for the opulences. The Krishna, what Krishna is saying, opulences and who are bewildered by the such thing, mind bewildered by such thing, the resolute determination for devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead not take place. In Hindi, दृढ़ संकल्प नहीं आता. भोग की इच्छा है, धन संप्राप्ति की इच्छा है, तो ऐसे में दृढ़ संकल्प, मन का दृढ़ संकल्प नहीं हो पाता. Here Krishna is saying exactly. In the following, in the different asmas, if we have desire for sense enjoyment and material collection of the material opulences, the determination, the resolute of determination of the devotional service not take place. The samadhi means fixed mind. Mind will bewilder us. Mind will run here and there. We cannot focus, we cannot fix our mind on the holy name of the Leela, of the Katha of the Holy Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Krishna saying to the next Bhagavad Gita 2:44 to 25, Traigunya Vishya Veda na Traigunyasya bhava Arjuna. O Arjuna, don't remain in the ignorance and passion. You should rise yourself above 3 gunas, pure goodness. You should rise yourself in pure goodness and see what happened. And here we can see when the 11th canto, when Krishna and Balaram with Brijvas, Gwalbal going to the herding the cows in the forest. When Krishna and Balaram entering in the forest and entering in the forest, seeing the beauty of a forest, Krishna addressed the Balaram, "Oh my dear Lord Balaram, कि ओ बलराम अहो अमी देव वरा अमर अर्चितम पदाम भुजाम ते सुमना फलारहणम नमंत पादाय शिखाभिरात्मम ततो अपैत्य तरुजन्म यत कृतम." तो कृष्णा saying to the Balaram, this forest tree got their birth as the body of the tree because of ignorance in the tamoguna. Previous life they lived like tamoguna, therefore they got the body of the tree. Tree body is not very beautiful because of product of the ignorance. Therefore, Krishna is saying to the Balaram, "Oh Balaram, see, look at that tree. And that tree, they are offering. They are offering their fruits and flower. The forest tree offering fruits and flower, oh Balaram, to your lotus feet. And tree is bowing down. Because if tree is filled with fruit and flower, naturally tree will bow down. But Krishna is addressing here to Balaram, see, the tree, they are with love, they are offering their fruits and flower to your lotus feet. Therefore, your lotus feet is not achieved by the demigods. Devatas cannot worship your lotus feet. And your lotus feet, the worship by the different planets, devas. Not easy. But here simply in ignorance, the tree are in ignorance, but they are offering their fruits and flowers and just bowing down to you, oh Balram. Therefore, fruits and flower, the trees are offering to their fruits and flower and eradicating their dark ignorance that has caused their birth as tree. Just by simply offering fruits and flower to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, bowing down the Supreme Personality of Godhead, making themselves free from the passion and ignorance and coming out of that condition. This is the beauty of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Association. Because of the association, this thing happening. And the second story. Second story is Valmiki Muni. As we know, we heard many times in our village, our elders, grandmothers. The Valmiki was previous dacoit. He was just, his house was in the forest, and in the forest part, if the passer passed, any citizen passed, he just robbing them, stealing their properties, stealing them. And sometimes killing also, if not given, to kill them. So knowing Narad Muni passing through that path, and Valmiki with the Valya, he just saw the Narad Muni and he just caught him. And he said, whatever you have, just give me. Narad Muni said, I am saintly person. I don't have. I have only Bina and holy name. I don't have money. Thank God, that time was सतयुगा. अगर कलयुग में रहता तो पकड़ते तो कुछ लैपटॉप और मोबाइल फ़ोन मिल जाता था, आईफोन वगैरह मिल जाता था उसको. कुछ गुजारा हो जाता था बेचारे का. तो that time was not Kaliyuga. That's Satyuga. The Narad Muni said nothing. Then Narad Muni asked, what are you doing? This is wrong thing. If doing this, you are doing this thing, and you are getting so much karmic reaction. And Valmiki Muni said, what kind of karmic reaction? Whole family will share the karmic reaction. Narad Muni said, really? Your activity, you are doing activity, you are doing some karma, and you are saying the whole family will share the karma? Yes, why not? Because they are sharing my money, why not share the karma? Narad Muni says, oh, then you go and ask the family member. So Valmiki says, oh, you are so clever. If I leave, you will run away from here. Narad Muni said, no. You should bind me in tree, go home, inquire your family member, then come back. The Valya bind the Narad Muni on the tree, and he went to the home, called all the family members, and asked, I am stealing, I am the robbing, I am the killing, for filling your bellies, giving food, all this. And in this way I am binding, I am bound by the karmic reaction. Are you ready to share my karma? Bad karma? Wife said, no. I will share only money. Whatever money, we will share, not karma. We will not take any karma. What your karma? Son said, daughter said, no. We will get only your money, food, not the karma. Not the Balya came back to the Narad Muni, unbind him, and just bow down to his Narad Muni's lotus feet. And he said, whatever you just said, that correct. Nobody is accepting our karma. in the family member earning money, whatever means, the other family member will not accept their karma, bad karma. And in this way, Narad Muni, understanding the situation of the Balya, he just said, you chant the holy name. Chant the name of the Lord Ram. And he was so bound by the karmic reaction, he was not able to chant the Lord Ram, name of the Lord Ram. The Narad Muni understand he is not able to pronounce the Lord's name. And Narad Muni said, no problem, you just chant Mara. He had faith, he don't know who is the Ram, who is the Mara, but he has the full faith, awakened the full faith of the saintly person. And that full faith, he starts chanting Mara, 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 Mara. And he starts chanting the holy name of the Lord Ram. After many, many years of chanting of the holy name of the Lord Ram, he became great devotee of the Lord Ram and became the author of the Ramayana book. He, the Valmiki Muni, the author, written Ramayana, many, many slokas, hundreds of thousands of slokas in the Ramayana, and he became the great Acharya. This is the power of just association of saintly person. Third story I mentioned of the Dhruva Maharaj. How Dhruva Maharaj want to kingdom greater than his grandfather Brahma, and went to the mother and asked. The mother said, I don't know. If you want to that thing, you should go only one person. He will help you. And that person is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Narayan, Vishnu. Only help. And he started walking to the forest. The Dhruva Maharaj said, where I can find him? Mother said, Suniti said, I heard saintly person, you can find him in the forest. Dhruva Maharaj walking through the forest. Narad Muni news reached to Narad Muni. Narad Muni came and advised, you are the 5-year-old boy. This is the age of play. Go and play. Why? And he humbly, Dhruva Maharaj asked, oh Narad Muni, if you want to give me good instruction, give me, otherwise don't waste your time. Understanding Dhruva Maharaj determination, Narad Muni gave the advice, just go on the Vrindavan, Madhuvan, and chant the holy name, and this way you will get. And receiving the instruction from Narad Muni, Dhruva Maharaj came to Madhuvan, Vrindavan. Or he is just practicing devotional service, he start practicing devotional service. And within 6 months, he just achieved. He saw the Krishna face to face. And at that time he realized what he want. He was wanting the greater kingdom than Brahma. Now he is realizing that was the material thing. Now the Supreme Personality of Godhead appear. I don't want anything. I just want this. This is the association of the Supreme, great saintly person, great devotee of the Lord. Therefore, Maharaj Nimi also, 11th canto, describing, Kinnanu trippe jusan yusmat vacho hari kathamritam sansara taparistapta mat taptam bhoisasam. Although I am drinking the nectar of your statement about the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, my thirst is not yet satisfied such nectarian description of the Lord. So Maharaj Nimi is saying to Yogendras, you are describing the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I want to hear more and more and more. And in the 11th canto, Krishna, so many places. Conversation with the Uddhava and Krishna. So Krishna glorifying many places about satsang, the association of the devotee, of the association of the saintly person. Satsangena hi daitya dhatu dhana mrigakhana. In every yuga, many living entities entangled in the modes of passion and ignorance, and gain the association of my devotee. They became free from the modes of ignorance and passion because of the association of the my devotee, saintly person. This is the word of Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 12 chapters. Every yuga, in every millennium, every kalpas, this is happening. Association of the saintly person. Now the 11th canto, 12th chapter, 1 and 2 sloka, Krishna, what Krishna is mentioning, very, very beautiful about the association. Here, Krishna is saying to Uddhava, na rodhyati mam yogo na sankham dharma evacha, na swadhyaya tapastyaago nashta na dakshina, vrtandi yagya chandasi tirthani niyama yama, yatha varuddhe satasang sarva sangapa hoima. Na rodhyati, Krishna saying to the Uddhava, na rodhyati. Na rodhyati matlab, meaning of the word to word translation. Nobody can control me. No one can control me. And here Krishna is saying, by na rodhyati mam yogo. You cannot control my you cannot control me. You cannot purchase me by just doing yoga or following the yoga system. Krishna is mentioning, you cannot purchase me following the Sankhya Yoga. We should follow the Sankhya Yoga given by the Kapil Muni, Krishna himself, but not the other Kapila. Dharmam, following the Dharma, evacha, na swadhyaya, not, you cannot purchase me just studying the Vedas. Not, you cannot purchase me just doing tapasya. You cannot purchase me just following the renounced order life. You cannot purchase me doing so many things. You cannot purchase me just giving charities. You cannot purchase me just following the Vartas, Somar Varta, Sanivar Varta, Ravivar Varta, so many Vartas, this Vartas, that Vartas. You should do it, but what is the behind the mood? Yagyas chantan, you cannot purchase me by doing the yagyas, you cannot purchase me just going to tirthas, you cannot purchase me just following the rules and regulation. Then how can bind you? How can purchase you, Krishna? Krishna revealing himself, how can one purchase me? How can one bind me? Here Krishna saying, Yatha avruddhate satasanga. Only by association of my devotee you can purchase me, you can bind me. That is the power of association, the beauty of association of saintly person. Because Krishna, this is information, Krishna giving the instruction to the Uddhava, the importance of this association of the saintly person or the association of his devotee. This is the power of the association given, instruction given by Krishna himself. Therefore, Narad Muni, in the Bhakti, Narad Bhakti Sutra, what saying? Ki satarati, satarati, sataryati. In association of Narad Muni, Mrigari became devotee, Balya became devotee, Dhruva Maharaj became great devotee. They free from himself, from this Triguna, three modes of material nature. Now they are तार्यती. वो अभी दूसरे को मुक्त कर रहे हैं, वो दूसरों लोगों को मुक्ति प्रदान कर रहे हैं. They are giving liberation to the others. This is power of association of devotee. Therefore Krishna loves his devotees. Why Krishna loves his devotees? But because of his devotees are so pure, they don't know other than Krishna. They don't want other than Krishna, other than his association of his devotees. They don't want in life. Therefore, Krishna loved to his devotee, because Krishna's devotee are so pure. In the one example, in the Mahabharata, how to find out this great personality, the great devotee, how can we understand, how can we know that this devotee are so pure? How? Mahabharata describes beautifully. When the Pandava loses the kingdom in the Dhriva, and punishment given was 12-year vanvas and 1 year Agyatwas incognito. So Duryodhana want 12 years forest is just roam in the forest, and 1 year Agyatvan incognito. Nobody should recognize it. You should hide your identity 1 year. And if we able to find your identity anywhere, again you should go to forest for 12 years and go 1 year Agyatwas, incognito. And Pandavas, just 12 years passed, and Krishna, many times we can read Mahabharata, we can find many times Krishna coming into the forest and he just associating with the Pandavas, because Krishna want his devotees. He want his association of devotees. He giving the instruction to his devotee many times. And Pandavas just passed 12 years, and suddenly, now tomorrow is incognito is going to begin, and the day before the Pandavas disappear. Duryodhana, he pulled all his what do you call spy. In the 12 years, they are just surrounding with Pandavas. Suddenly, Pandavas disappear. In this says, अरे ये लोग क्या आसमान खा गया, धरती खा गई, क्या हो गया, कहाँ गायब हो गए? Where they are gone? And just before incognito, Pandavas, 6 of them, 5 Pandavas, the Draupadi, took shelter, the kingdom of the Virat, disguised themselves in the different Vesbhusa, the different forms, and went to the King Virat and start doing job. Start doing job. And whole 365, when the year 365 days come, 64 days, 364 days, spy of the Duryodhana couldn't find Pandavas where they are. They are not able to find Pandavas in the planet. And the last 365 days, on last days, they are just getting to the assembly, discussing. This is the one day left. How can find the Pandavas? The spy came. The good news. Everyone was blissful. Oh, no. I am not able to find the Pandavas. But good news is here, within the 1 year, in the kingdom of the Virat, so many things happening. So many yagyas are going on. So many brahmanas are chanting mantras. There is no new road construction going on. Tree plantation is going on. And crops, their crops in kingdom of the Virat, crops growing beautifully. Flower, fruits and flower, all this thing happening in the kingdom of Virat. And that time Bhishma raised the hand and yes, because of the Pandavas there, because the 5 Pandavas, Draupadi is living there, because of their piety, because of their good advice, King Virat is doing everything. And therefore, within the 1 year, the kingdom of the Virat is flourishing, doing all good thing for the citizen. This is the purity of the devotee. Therefore, Krishna loves his devotee. Therefore, again, therefore, when 2 devotees come together, Bhagavad Gita, Matchit Prana Bodhayantah Prasparam, in the 11th canto also, Krishna, Uddhava, he has said, Krishna has said, Saddhalu Matkata Sarvana Subhadra Lok Pavani, Gayan Anusmarat Karma, Janma Abhinayam Chamuhu, Madarte Dharma Kamarthan, Acharana Mad Apasreha, Labate Nishalam Bhakti, Mai Uddhav Sanatani. Uddhava, when the 2 devotees comes, just do my Hari Katha, my Katha, because my Katha is my glory is purifying Subhadra Lok Pavani. My glory is purifying whole Brahmanda. This is the purified. Therefore, devotees, when we association, we get the association of the devotee and get the instruction, if we follow the instruction of that devotee, we will we can easily bind the Krishna with love, purchase the Krishna with our love and devotional service. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Granthra Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki.